Endurance racing fans have been dreaming for this day or this time for a very long time, but it has finally happened.
Green will be the next question.
Yes, and I am aware that it's I'm very late notice this topic, but yes, the World Endurance Championship as of next year will be back at Silverstone. How fantastic is that? Silverstone are really getting into their stride now in terms of the World Endurance Championship world and just Endurance Championship in general, because obviously the European Le Mans Series returned last year for 2025. Now the World Endurance Championship is returning back in 2027. That's just fantastic, and it's so cool as well. There's a rich history of motorsport at Silverstone, obviously, especially endurance racing as well. It's such an untapped market in the recent times it has been. So the fact the World Endurance Championship is returning to Silverstone on the third weekend of April next year, it just bookmarks the attempt in terms of trying to get back into that market, especially now that World Endurance Championship is such a hit. And with Ford and McLaren returning next year in the Hypercar category, that is going to be so good as well. As far as from what I can kind of find, really, sports car racing sort of officially started racing at Silverstone in 1976, the same year as that fantastic Hunt versus Lauda battle that the film Rush would ultimately sort of show everyone to the world. And that's actually 50 years ago, believe it or not. Damn. Well, I wasn't alive then, but I am now, and with this news, it's fantastic. But that just shows how long that everything has gone on for, and just the history of motorsport, especially someone like Silverstone. It really is just a really big longevity of time between the two, and it is just fantastic to see that sort of heritage come through, especially with tracks like this as well. I personally really enjoy it. But it is more known from 2012 to 2019 when the World Endurance Championship was there, back in the most recent GTLM and LMP1 classes sort of era. There were GTEM and GTE Pro classes in this time as well. But yeah, the main prototype class was LMP1, and that was when the World Endurance Championship featured LMP2s as well, which I believe we really should get back to. So guys like these LMP2 guys like Air Racing with Spike, or Rocky, or anyone in between can, get in there in the sort of that category, or, get a bit of variance, because to be fair, the field just feel a bit weird where it's just prototype cars and just GT3s, in my opinion. It would be nice to get the two-step down prototypes and LMP2s, but that's just my opinion. But yes, from 2012 to 2019, it was known as the 6 Hours of Silverstone, but this sort of championship or events before that was known as the Silverstone 4 Hours, which is quite intriguing because normally that's reserved for the European Le Mans Series, and quite confused me when I was doing the writing beforehand. And as well as the 1,000 miles of Silverstone, so that makes a bit more sense because it's similar to what they've done with Sebring a few years ago when we had it on the same weekend as the IMSA 12 Hours of Sebring as well. In terms for the LMP1 class for the top prototypes, from 2012 to 2019, the most winners would have to go to Audi with 3 wins there. Toyota also have 3, but it's split over 2 cars. The TS040 has 1, the older sort of prototype Toyota, and the younger one, the TS050, has 2. And all the other manufacturers that have won the race here all took 1 win apiece, with Rebellion, Peugeot, and Porsche in that legendary 919. I love that so much. But I just can't wait for Silverstone to host World Endurance Championship again. It kind of feels a bit like a fever dream, especially when we were told this on the eve of Le Mans. It was like, hang on, it's not April the 1st, so why are you telling us this? Oh wait, it's actually true. So the tickets are actually on sale as well, by the way. I haven't looked at the price yet, but going off what the European Le Mans Series was like last year when I attended and had a fantastic time thanks to the guys at European Le Mans Series Official and Goodyear Racing, and just a general great experience with the track as well, with family and stuff like that. The tickets are really affordable as well, and you can get into the open paddock, all that sort of stuff. I've never been to a World Endurance Championship myself yet, personally, but I'm hoping it'll be a similar sort of vibe, and hopefully it's an open paddock too, because that would be very cool. But I don't know, we'll have to see if it's actually going to be like that or not. But I mean, I'm just hyped for this news as well. It's just so fantastic, and I mean, you can tell I'm literally buzzing about it, but yeah, it's just fantastic. Silverstone sort of took a bit of a wayward sort of thing with sports car racing, about 10 years ago, it seems like. And this is with the news in the last few years of European Le Mans Series and the World Endurance Championship, the big cars that go to Le Mans. They're really starting to sway their way back, sort of thing. And I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect news. It's a perfect sort of day. It's going to be a perfect situation when it finally comes around next April in 2027. But yes, World Endurance Championship is back at Silverstone. I can't wait. It's going to be such a fantastic weekend when it finally rolls around. But the question that I would like for some of you to answer to me is, are you as hyped as I am?